boys and girls, it's time for art time with Mrs. Kime, and today we are drawing a scarecrow. So get all your supplies ready, and we're going to begin like we always do, which is warming up our hands to get ready for art. And we're going to rub our hands together. We're going to open and close and open and close. We're going to wiggle our fingers, roll our wrist one way, and then roll them the other way. We're going to be ready for art today. So I'm going to draw with a Sharpie like I always do. You can draw with a pencil if you like, but I'm going to make my scarecrow with my paper turned this way. I call this long like a hot dog because I want to have room for a different kind of a background. Now you can turn your paper whichever way you want. That is up to you. But I'm going to start with the top of my paper, and I'm going to start with putting my scarecrow head right up here. So I'm going to start with the scarecrow's hat. So I'm going to do a rainbow shape right here, and then I'm going to come off of that rainbow shape with this kind of shape right here, and then I'm going to add the hat brim that comes down like this, and then my scarecrow face is going to go right in here. And you can add whatever you want to on your hat. You can add a little band on it, you could add a patch on it, whatever details you want to add to it. So now I'm going to start with his shirt, and remember a scarecrow has straight arms out, so we're going to put his arms like this, and we're going to put these lines coming down and back over, and then down again. Okay, so now I'm going to add his legs, and he's going to have shape that comes like this. It's going to look almost like a very long skinny rectangle, and then I'm going to make another one that comes off this way, and there's his pants. So then I'm going to add some detail back up in here, and I'm going to make this straw for his hair, and it's just little tiny triangles. You could do long skinny rectangles if you wanted to. And I'm going to put his eyes right here, and he's going to have a pointed nose, and he is a happy, smiley scarecrow. Now his hands are also going to be straw, so I'm going to add straw shape, which is long, skinny. You could do long, skinny rectangles, or you could do these long, pointed, I say triangles. These are longer than that. Add those on both sides. We're going to try to make this look like it has some texture, because straw, if you've ever felt straw, is a rough feeling, and we're going to try to make anyone who's looking at our work think about rough textured straw. So we're going to add his feet, because the scarecrow is stuffed with straw all through. It's taking clothes and stuffing them, and then he stands in the garden. So it might be the farmer's old clothes, who knows? So we're going to add that now. And I would like to turn his pants and shirt into some overalls. Maybe the farmer had some old overalls that they're not wearing anymore. And so we're going to do it this way by adding those lines here, and I'm going to add some buttons right here, and then I'm going to add some patches on here, because maybe the farmer wore these a lot and had patched them up and then decided he was going to make a scarecrow out of these old clothes. We're going to put where the scarecrow stands. It's a scarecrow stand, and he is in the ground, so he's going to be like this in the garden. Now I'm going to add a little bit of color with you while you're watching. I like to show you how to layer some colors, and so I'm going to layer my straw colors, because sometimes that makes our work look a little more realistic. And like I said, we're trying to do a little bit of texture today. So I'm going to add yellow first. We always add our lighter color when we're going to layer, because we can't see our lighter color if we do a dark color first. Sometimes I will go over, you've seen me draw a little bit like the leaf, where I went back over a little bit with some yellow. That's just a few times that we can do that. Right now we need to do, if you're going to layer your colors, you need to start with this first. Then I'm going to take my brown, and lightly go over some of that yellow with the brown, not the whole thing. I'm going to let some of that yellow still show through. I want a little bit of the yellow to show. And that makes our straw color. There we go. Alright, I'm going to show you how to make a little plaid if you want your Scarecrow to have a plaid shirt on. So I'm going to make lines that go this way and down. It's going to go straight down all through his shirt. And now I'm going to go the opposite way with some of those lines. And you can see, boys and girls, we start to have a little bit of a checkered or a plaid shirt for our Scarecrow. Now we can also make his overalls look like they're made from blue jeans, they're denim, and I'm going to do that by layering 2 kinds of blue. So I'm going to lightly go over the overalls with this color blue. And then I'm going to take another kind of blue and go over it. We're trying to give the rough look that denim has, that blue jean material has. We're trying to make that look like it's that rough texture. So I'm adding that right through here. And it looks very different when we layer our colors. I hope you like doing that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of work to my patches. And I'm going to add a little bit of color. Now remember, you don't have to use the same colors I'm using. You can pick whatever colors you want to use. You don't have to do what I'm doing. It's all up to you. You never have to follow exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going to add this for our Scarecrow. He's up in the garden, and I think he's having fun hanging out. So what I want you to do, boys and girls, is you add the color that you want to add, but also think about where your Scarecrow is going to be. I am not going to draw my Scarecrow in a particular place because I would like for you to use your imagination and figure out where your Scarecrow is. Maybe your Scarecrow can see the barn. Maybe you have the barn in a tractor. Maybe your Scarecrow is in the garden with rows and rows of corn, or rows and rows of cabbage, or whatever vegetables, carrots, potatoes, whatever vegetables you want to put in your garden. You can put birds with your Scarecrow. You could put lots of Scarecrows. You can make a whole Scarecrow family if you wanted. You can add whatever you want to your work. Don't forget, boys and girls, when you're finished, to sign your work. And I hope you had fun making our Scarecrow today. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time on Art Time with Mrs. Kind. Bye-bye.